Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone. We'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Makes the catch downfield. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of the rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking for some space. It's Smith. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Catch made by the tight end. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They're going to run it here. And they finally stop it, but a decent game that time.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Penn State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So far, they're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. They feed the fullback this time. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Quarterback keeps the football. Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Smith. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. There's the handoff. The Nittany Lions pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Gets the first and still running. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of their football and look toward the second half. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here. And the quarterback keeps it here. They've got him down out near the 40. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanted to make an adjustment before this critical down. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off and begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Here's the second down play. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here's that defense shifting again. And the back now goes in motion. Fights through a tackle. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down play coming up. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. With the return, it's Tuggle. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Wideout's now clustered. He's back to throw again on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
We'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches. Simple call. Quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 14, Georgia 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Oh, it's a reverse. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
That's a first down for the offense.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Is the defense wearing down? Play number 11 on this drive coming up. Ball handed off. And the defense able to hold it there to a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. And they recover from that right now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Back in motion now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 27. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible with their offense. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pitch to the back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Hits this one off the side of his foot. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to extend the play. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Dogs line up with a first and goal. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Powering through the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.